moments a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Titans nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Back to the air. Wilson after the pick six. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 47. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Jones. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And a Jaguar first down.
McCaffrey. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a Jaguars first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. From the gun, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They don't get it all back there, but they do get 8, and it sets up a 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's taken in by Duvernay. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
5-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they can let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. On fourth down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Waiting on it will be Richie James. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over first and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Wilson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Good for a 10.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Wilson on first down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jones. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
To Noah Fant.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. 7th play of this drive coming up. And a long way to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Finds Roberts left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
First down, Jacksonville.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down. From the gun, Jones. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
To number 22.
Christian McCaffrey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 17. Titans nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 35-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. Being chased out left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one caught by Davis. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson, open man is Galladay, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10. At their own
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he is going to have a Jags first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And a Jaguar first down.
Back to throw. Jones. This is the tight end Fant. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
36 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Flushed out right. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Jacksonville.
Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Jaguars 24. Titans nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jackson.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal, you always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Wilson now off the bootleg. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
And 1.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
Will line up.
Wilson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
24. Titans 8.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now in Nashville, it's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
On the return, it's James. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 31.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
At the 45-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Gotcha.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
Let's go, D. 51, Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Kenny Galladay with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game.
16.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. To throw is Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Montgomery. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And he's got him in. Corey Davis. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will make it into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. The 30. Cordero Patterson on the loose. He will take this all the way.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out